Our next story is from Africa, from Ghana in the West. Yesterday was a big day for many in the country. Some of their long-lost treasures came home. 32 artifacts are back in Ghana, gold relics that once belonged to royalty. They're considered crown jewels. Most were looted about 150 years ago by British colonizers. 2 museums in the UK have had them for years. No surprise that one of them was a British museum. So for 150 years, the people of Ghana could not see their own heritage. Their crown jewels were held in London. It's something Indians understand all too well. Ghana is lucky though. Its artifacts are finally back home. But there's a catch. This is a loan. The museums are not permanently returning the treasures. They've only sent them to Ghana for 3 years. Here's our report.
We are displaying this for you to see that the items that were stolen, looted in 1874, not all of them has returned, but that what we have here still embodies the soul of Ashanti. And I believe within the period that they are being displayed here, you make an effort, everybody, to come and visit, to see it yourselves.
That was the traditional king of the Ashanti people. His ancestors once ruled over most of Ghana. A majority of Ghana's people hail from his community. He is a ceremonial figurehead, and he has done Ghana a great service. He struck a deal with 2 museums in the UK and brought home some of his community's ancient treasures. What you're seeing are the Ashanti crown jewels. It includes the sword of the state, gold badges, royal rings and neck pieces. These items once belonged to the Ashanti king's family and retainers. Now they are back in Ghana.
These treasures, once looted by British forces in 1874, have rightfully found their way back to the Mansion Palace Museum through a collaborative effort between our institutions.
They're at a museum in the king's hometown, at the Manyia Palace Museum in the city of Kumasi. It is open to the people of Ghana. Now they can take a trip by road or rail to see their heritage, instead of having to travel overseas to their old colonizers' nation. The British looted most of these artifacts in 1874, during the Third Anglo-Ashanti War. British troops razed the Ashanti Royal Palace and looted priceless artifacts during its destruction. They took these treasures back to the UK, and eventually they found their way to museums. The museums have refused to return any of the loot though. Places like the British Museum stubbornly hold on to all their stolen artifacts. Let's face it, if they didn't, the museum would be an empty husk, much like what the British Empire is today. So normally museums in the UK refuse to give back any artifacts, but this time they made an exception.
We at the British Museum are wholly committed to continuing this relationship, building on this loan in a manner based on friendship, trust, mutual respect and a willingness to discuss.
They agreed to loan the golden treasures to the Ashanti monarch, not to Ghana, just to the monarch. The king of the Ashanti people celebrates 25 years on the throne this year. The artifact loan is part of that celebration. The artifacts will be in Ghana for 3 years, but after that, Britain might want them back. The people of Ghana should go and see these treasures while they can. Who knows if the British will ever do the right thing again. But if this is a change of heart, a real wish to make amends, then other countries should take note. Benin is missing some bronzes, Greece is missing some marbles, and India, well, we would like our Kohinoor back. That is another crown jewel that should make its way back home.